What's up, guys? Welcome back. If you watched my Morrowind Let's Play on my channel, then you'll know in the last episode we finished our journey from Seyda Neen to Balmora to go find the Caius guy. So I figured in this video we would do kind of a scenic walk, I guess you could say. Going to take the same path, except in Elder Scrolls Online instead of Morrowind. So, we will just kind of go along the path and compare them. Ooh, there's a scroll, a lore book, a scroll book. Anyway, we are going to kind of take the same path that I took in Morrowind. So obviously Balmora is a lot closer in this game than it was in Morrowind. So I'm going to take this path here. Gonna kind of see what the similarities and differences are, compare and contrast the two routes from Seyda Neen to Balmora. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to walk it instead of use my mount. That way we can just kind of get a better eye for detail and really comparing the two. So coming right out of the town, there is in Morrowind a body of water with a kind of cave thing. I think it's a Quama mine. I can't remember exactly. On the path here, we do have a body of water just out of Seyda Neen, but I do not see a Quama mine or anything of the sort here. So, of course, you have to take in consideration this game takes place several hundred years before the events of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, so a lot of things can be and will be different. Seyda Neen, actually, the town itself looks pretty similar to Seyda Neen in Morrowind, so I'm pretty surprised about that, actually. Just has minor differences. So, going to continue on the main path. It does not look like there is the body of water with the Quama mines. Okay, we're going to hang a left on this path. In fact, I do believe that path exists in Morrowind, actually. There is a branching path. This is not here in Morrowind. This is the Adrano burial tomb, or whatever, ancestral tomb. That is not there, I do not believe, in Morrowind. I can double check, but I do not believe it is there. Here's another body of water. Of course, there is no mines or anything in the area. Back on the path here. Of course, another thing, there is, what does that sound? Probably that thing. A lot more vegetation here than there is in Morrowind. And Morrowind is famous for its weird vegetation compared to the other Elder Scrolls games, but there is, seems to be extra vegetation on this. It's a lot more, not enclosed, but tight, I guess I could say is the word to use. It's a lot more tight, compact. It's not as open as it is in Morrowind. There's also a lot less fog. There's a lot of fog in Morrowind as well. Alrighty, continuing on down the path. That's the wrong button. Alright, so in between the two videos, I stopped at a village along the way, and I believe this could possibly be the start of that village. There were buildings and people there, and there is a fishing outpost here that very well could be the start of the village I stopped in Morrowind. I cannot remember the name. I don't remember that being there, but that's the house you can buy. So of course that's not going to be there in Morrowind. But this could very well be like the start of the village that I had stopped in Morrowind. Very possible, because it was about halfway to Balmora from Seyda Neen. This is about halfway, and it's just a little branching path that goes kind of down this hill here, which is very similar. So I think that's pretty cool. Moving on down the path here. There's a curve here. I don't remember that actually being there. It might have been. Honestly, I can't remember. This up ahead, right here, this tomb, or not the tomb, the stone rubbing thing. This, of course, is not in Morrowind. This was implemented into Elder Scrolls Online. Alrighty, and Zane Sipalu, that was not there in Morrowind, but that's on the other side of these little mountains here. There is a mine here, actually. Visir Didanot mine. That I do not believe is there. Also, on the way to Balmora, there is the Imperial Fort, I believe. Moon something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But it is actually, it was just right outside of Balmora. In fact, we're coming up on Balmora right now. And there is no fort. There is a lot more mountains. Maybe this is the start of that fort, this mine here. I really don't know. There are a lot more mountains and trees around here than there are in Morrowind. Quite different. In fact, extremely different. The entrance to Balmora does not look like this. I can tell you that right now. The entrance to Balmora is, you kind of come up this hill, and there is some like arches that you walk through. But in this game, it's just, you know, kind of open to the entrance to the city. There's another one of these tomb rubbing things here. If I haven't gotten that one, I have. Okay. So, yes, this is Balmora. Let's kind of go inside, and I'll compare the town a little bit. Again, I am taking into consideration this is several hundred years before the events of Elder Scrolls III. Okay, so we have this giant kind of wall system thing going on here. This is not in Morrowind. This town seems to be a bit more level, I guess you could say. In Morrowind, the city is very level. There are... who is that? Anyway, there are multiple levels to the city. There's kind of like this ground area here, which does look like this, actually. There's the bridges and the waterways, and this is like kind of the ground level. But then there's a level on top that's on level with the roofs of the houses on either side. This one kind of emulates that. You can see the buildings are a little bit higher in the background than they are in the foreground here. So it's similar, but the town overall, there's a lot more trees here. Again, this town seems to be maybe a bit more compact than it is in Morrowind. That could just be my own speculations, but it feels like Morrowind Balmora is a lot more open, I guess you could say. Okay, so yeah, overall the town, buildings are, yeah, they're pretty similar, but it's definitely different. They got these right for sure. These little stairways to the roofs here, these are for sure in Morrowind. That is definitely there. So they nailed that. So another thing I wanted to check here was, we ended at a Dwemer ruin that was just outside of Balmora. So I want to kind of go see if we can find that and see if it's actually there in this game. I can't remember the name of it. I know it started with an A. Arkanthand, I think, is what it was. So to get there, you had to come back out of the city. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. So you come back out of the town, the city, and then it's just kind of like right above here. In fact, I think that's it right there, actually. There's of course the mine here, but I'm just gonna keep on going. How am I gonna get there? Alright, I'm gonna come down out of the city like this. So I'm gonna follow this path down to this branch off and go up there. In Morrowind, I believe the entrance is actually on this side. You have to take this path over, and there's a bridge here that you cross over, and then it's right there. So I'm gonna check that side first, and then I will check that side, and I will bring you guys back when I get to either side of it, so I don't have to make you guys sit through. Actually, nah, I'll keep you guys around, so that way you can kind of experience the path and see what the differences are for yourself. So we're gonna have to fight some people in here, because they do. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. Okay, that was not how I wanted to start this. Alright, I'm just gonna try and get through here as fast as I can. Another thing I noticed is, in Morrowind, on the way to Balmora, there is a kind of a canyon thing you have to walk through like this. There is not one in this game that I noticed. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight this guy. This is a level 1 boss here. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't want to attack the storm, I want to attack him. Alright. We have a Netch Cougar, did I? I don't know what this is. Interesting, I don't even know what these are. Alright, so yes, this is actually here. This is definitely here in Morrowind. Okay, those guys are weird. Those people are not there, I can tell you that. But this canyon thing here is definitely there. Because there's the bridge up there, and then there's the guy you have to fight up ahead. I'm just gonna get past these enemies here. My horse. Don't really want to take too much time fighting them. Alright, so I remember the way to... Gosh dang it. I think I went the wrong way. I remember the way to get up there was actually back a ways. So I'll see if I can get up there through here. Alright, so I don't even know if you can access that bridge. Doesn't look accessible. That is definitely it. That is the ruin for sure. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get to the bridge, and I'll bring you guys back when I get over there. Alright, I looked all over the place. I went back through the town. I tried to go up here, but I couldn't. I don't think there is any way to access that bridge, because in Morrowind there's the fort, and the fort is the way to get to the bridge, I believe. But there's no fort, so I got here. This is where I'm at now. I'm just outside of it. And it looks like it's blocked off, like I can't go in there. I'm not sure why, but it's kind of confusing actually. I'm just gonna go around to the other side here. Okay, I don't want to fight anybody. Okay. I don't know if I can get to this place. Oh well, there's some Netch Googers. I don't even know what those are. Alright, do a bit of mountain climbing here. Oh, I can't go over there? Foyata Quarry. This... I don't... Can you not get to the ruin in this game? That would be kind of disappointing, actually. If that was the case, I was going to kind of go in and see how similar and different the insides of the ruin were. I compare them in a further future video. Well, it doesn't look like I'm able to enter the ruins for some reason. It's like every available path is not accessible. Oh, of course. Hiding in the shadows over here. Okay. Yeah, I can't get up here. That's... Okay, wait, what's that? Mirandus? Okay, are you serious? Alright. These are just annoying. They're not hard, they're just annoying. They're like all over the place. Are you kidding? Alright, I'm going to try and find a way over there, and if I can't, I'll let you guys know. But if I can find one, I'll bring you guys back when I find it. Alright, so I circled back around. I looked all over the place, and I just came across this place, Fuyada Quarry, which is a battleground arena. And I'm thinking that the place is a battleground arena, maybe, because the same fence was on the other side where we tried to get in. So I'm thinking you can't access it in this game like you can in Morrowind, which is kind of disappointing, but you know, it's cool at the same time because it's a... well, that is not what I wanted. Okay. So yeah, they made it a battleground, but you know, other than that, the path to from Seyda Neen to Balmora is, I'd say, about 35% the same. Not even that, I'd say 25% the same. You know, of course, it's several hundred years in the future and whatnot, but still, they could have implemented more similarities than what they did. They really implemented almost nothing. Just, even the path wasn't the same. Which is kind of annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so yeah. Thanks for joining me on this Elder Scrolls Online adventure. And I'll see you guys in the next one.